Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu signals to the U.S. how it plans to retaliate against Iran's latest attack 2 weeks ago. Meanwhile, the Israeli military launched deadly strikes at a Gazan hospital, killing and injuring dozens of people. The U.S. National Security Council responds on the video and images released of that moment. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio is in Tel Aviv with the very latest. Welcome, Ramy. Now, part of Israel's plan doesn't include attacking Iranian nuclear sites or oil fields. What is their main target?
Hey, Liz. Yeah, good to see you. And that is according to that Washington Post article out right now. But the Israeli government officially hasn't confirmed any targets whatsoever. For that matter, it also hasn't denied the reporting that it'll avoid nuclear and oil sites or that it would target military sites in Iran in some way, perhaps that Iran sees it as the end of this strike and counterstrike back and forth that's been going on in the past few weeks. But, you know, the argument is there that if Israel attacked nuclear sites, that could be the linchpin sparking a bigger regional war. And if Israel attacked oil facilities, that would possibly make oil prices soar. So whatever their target, the feeling here and the signals that we're getting is that it may happen soon. Local Israeli media reported today that the government has agreed to what the targets are, when it will strike, and how hard. That reportedly still needs final cabinet approval.
All right, turning to Israel on the Gazan front, a horrifying update, and I want to alert our viewers, this is very graphic imagery here. We understand the National Security Council responded to footage of civilians burning alive following an Israeli airstrike on a Gazan hospital. Can you weigh in on that?
Yeah, the words there were deeply disturbing and horrifying, and that condemnation came from a spokesperson for the White House's NSC to CBS News in a statement just last night. Israel's military did acknowledge that it hit tents on the grounds of the Al-Aqsa hospital that's in central Gaza in Deir al-Balah, and that it was what they called a precise strike on terrorists. Now, the NSC, though, referenced them as displaced civilians, of which, of course, we've reported are in the millions. Videos posted online showed at least one person on the ground shaking as he or she was engulfed in flames. 4 people were killed. That's according to the Hamas and Health Ministry. One we do know now was reportedly a 19-year-old student who was actually trying to raise funds to leave Gaza. His mother was also killed in those flames. The White House said Israel has a responsibility to avoid civilian casualties, but now it's estimated nearly 43,000 people, that includes militants and civilians, have been killed in Gaza since October 7th of last year. Liz.
Horrible images coming out of that region. CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio in Tel Aviv for us. Thank you so much.
Once again, tension is high in the Taiwan Strait. China launching massive military exercises. Its army, navy and rocket forces encircling the self-governed island, simulating a blockade and drilling down on Taiwan's ports and releasing this video. The rhetoric is rising too. Taiwan says the action is irrational and provocative. China calls it a stern warning, and its Ministry of Foreign Affairs insisted it's a domestic issue.
I can tell you that Taiwan independence is incompatible with peace in the Taiwan Straits, and provocations by the forces of Taiwan independence will be rejected.
Whatever China's view, the two sides remain far apart. China's President Xi Jinping has pledged to reunify with Taiwan, using force if necessary. It regards it as a breakaway province. But Taiwan wants to maintain the status quo and its own government and military. Taiwan has scrambled its forces and its Coast Guard. Here, one of its ships is within sight of China's Coast Guard.
This irrational and provocative military exercise by the Chinese Communist Party's military not only threatens the security situation in the Taiwan Strait, it's not conducive to the healthy development of cross-strait relations.
China's drills come only a few days after this, Taiwan's National Day celebrations. During a speech, the island's president, Lai Ching-te, said China has no right to represent Taiwan.
As President, my mission is to ensure that our nation endures and progresses and to unite the 23 million people of Taiwan. I will also uphold the commitment to resist annexation or encroachment upon our sovereignty.
It's not the first time China has launched a drill like this. The last one was after the inauguration of Taiwan's president earlier this year. The fear is that either side could take a step too far, a miscalculation that could trigger a crisis in Asia and around the world. Nicole Johnston, Sky News, Beijing.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un gets a case of road rage as he tries to disconnect the North from the South. Alex Hogan has more.
A carefully choreographed series of explosions near the Korean border has tensions escalating between the North and the South. On Tuesday, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un ordered the destruction of roads that link his country with the South, just days after claiming the South Korean military flew drones over the capital, Pyongyang. South Korea responded with artillery fire into the DMZ while also beefing up its forces at the border.
It is a clear violation of inter-Korean agreements and very abnormal behavior. We cannot help but deplore North Korea's regressive behavior.
But most observers say it's unlikely more military action will follow, calling Tuesday's explosions more of a symbolic display of anger by Kim Jong-un designed to limit South Korea's cultural influence on the North.
Young people in North Korea have this longing towards South Korea due to the influence of South Korean soap operas and K-pop. Kim's top priority is getting rid of this influence.
The destruction of the roads also follows a declaration by Kim that South Korea is the North's principal enemy and a peaceful reunification is no longer his goal. But the U.S. says it's still looking for a diplomatic solution that will bring down tensions and end the military threat.
Our focus has remained intensely on this region. And again, it's because it's so critical to our own future.
North Korea says it plans to permanently block the border and plans to build frontline positions that could be used to attack the South. In London, Alex Hogan, Fox 32 Chicago. Sylvia, back to you.